Into the bags, an opportunity again. Coming in off his line comes Timoli Nagusa. Nagusa takes a little bit of ground. Fired out again. Scything through the middle. Albert Vulivuli. Vulivuli has struggled so far. Can his opposite number, Vereki Goneva, do something here? The answer is no. Once again, the Tongan defence stands firm. It's always been a strong defence. They've lacked order at times. But Samadomani, their coach here, does appear to have tightened things up, and it's not forward. And inventive from Vunga Kotolilo. No advantage coming from his kick ahead. So it will be a scrummage now to the Tongans. Well, several knock forwards from both teams in that passage of play. The handling has been of a slightly average nature. Deacon Manu, the skipper there, just trying to calm things down for the Fijians. Tongan put in. They have been very solid indeed when it has been the other way round. Marius Juncker will have to reset the scrummage. And they're sitting down on the sidelines, have enjoyed what their starting 15 has put together so far. Whistle goes. And this time it is the Fijian front row who are penalised. And going to ground there. And it was Deacon Manu, the skipper, who was penalised. And the whistle goes. That is a half-time here. And it has been an entertaining opening 40 minutes of rugby between Fiji and Tonga, but it is the Tongans who've outscored their hosts by 2 tries to none, and they lead by 23 points to 9. Well, I'm sure strong words will have been said in the Fijian changing room. And they have an uphill battle here to come back. Restart from Kurt Marath, the outstanding player in that opening half for the Tongans, along with their 2 centres who blocked out the threat that the Fijian backs possess with some very solid defensive play indeed. The Fijians start and certainly look as though they have slightly more purpose here, although they started in the first half with plenty of purpose but just ran in continually to the brick wall of the Tongan defence. As a consequence, unforced errors ensued, and from those unforced errors they were unable to really make any comeback. Very nearly grappling the ball there, Muri Vali. As it is, counter-attack led by Kalamafoni. Kalamafoni goes out wide. Great show of speed there from Nyongi. Nyongi cuts back inside, managed to keep it alive. They went very high on him, but they've played on. Carried forward now into the 22. This is great counter-attacking play from the Tongans, led by Nyongi. Now Marath. Marath has support from the forwards. One of them is his loose head prop, Taumalolo. Set up on the edge of the 22 here. The Fijian defence has managed to slow things down, and the Tongans stumbling forwards now. Flicked out wide again, and into the line comes Loli. Loli going for the corner. He's been inventive in absolutely everything, and he has been instrumental in both tries, but on this occasion unable to round it off himself. But Vunga Kotololo really looks very, very strong, attacking the line at pace from full-back. Very good line of running there, and it took a desperate tackle from Timo Nagusa to push him into touch, and he also knocked the ball forward. Problems for the Fijians. It looks as though it's Talimatoga Tuapati's teammate out there on fullback. Kini Murimurivalu. Tuapati, of course, the replacement hooker. Whistle goes, penalty to Tonga now. What will happen here? Referee is going to have a few words with Graham Charles Dews.
All right. Number one, walking around and in.
Tony from the side. And the Tongans deep in discussion here. Looks as though they are going to try and drive forward from the line out.
Let's go, please.
Well, line out didn't look particularly straight. Marius Jonker was happy enough with it. Joe Tuinao on in the second row as a replacement at half-time, manages to drive the ball forward, and still the Tongans have great control here. The referee indicates that they also have a penalty. In fact, they have a penalty try. Marius Jonker not even giving the Fijians a warning there.
Time off with the captain.
Well, the explanation will now come from the South African.
Several of you guys collapsing, we didn't get a number. Right. Thank you.
And Deacon Manu is just told that it was no specific number. If it had been a specific number, there would have been a yellow card here as well. But several of the members of the Fijian pack just collapsing that rolling ball, and as a consequence he felt that a certain try was averted there by the Fijians. As a consequence, it is a penalty try to Tonga, and with the penalty directly in front of the post here for Kurt Marath, it will be an extra 2 points as well. He preserves his perfect kicking record, and the lead is extended now. 21 points the difference between these two sides. Tonga leading the Fijians by 30 points to 9.
Play.
Nicky Little to get things back underway. He scored all of Fiji's points so far. They've come in the shape of just 3 penalties, and they have found no answer. Well, it's a penalty straight away, and, well, as far as the books on rugby that are written, one thing you must never do is give your opponents an opportunity to score points straight back after you have scored some yourself. That is exactly what has happened here, although Nicky Little, with the deficit of 21 points, has elected not to go for goal. Instead, he's kicked for touch, and there'll be a Fijian line out just shy of that 5-yard line. Line out, knocked forward, and everything just going wrong at the moment for Fiji. Clearance kick comes from Fisilau, and it runs away into touch. No opportunity either for the quick line out there. The chasing players up in very quick support of that Fisilau kick.
No, it wasn't. Stop taking chances. Leave the player in the air. Red. Leave the player in the air. Leave the player in the air.
On the line out, not straight. Well, it tends to be in the longer line outs that the referees are more brutal on the execution of that law. So Tonga's 9 line outs, 1 to the Fijian 6. There you go, 4 of them have come on the Fijian throw.
Both of you are going to work hard here, please. Shoulder out, bring your shoulder out. Come closer, come closer. Come closer, you. Thank you. Coach. Touch. Hold. Engage. Steady, keep it there.
We've had some untidy scrummaging, but that is much better from the Tongans, and they take it at pace and into the line. Burrowing forward, goes inside centre, Mailai. It's been brilliant in defence, not so much so in attack. Advantage here, the Fijians break. Another chance to see Villavali get forward. The support is quick, they need it to be quicker, but knocked forward. Just snatching at those opportunities, and those are the sort of opportunities you expect the Fijians to accept, to take, and to punish opponents with. Instead, ball knocked forward, and it is a very miserable looking Fijian dugout at the moment. And there is the knock forward and disconsolate look from Malakai Ravulo. A replacement then. Taviti Haniteli Ula comes on. Tongans in another wonderful attacking position, just over 5 yards short of the Fijian line. That recent penalty from Kirkmarath extending their lead to 24, and with just over a quarter of this match to go, it does look as though it's increasingly unlikely that we are going to see a Fijian comeback.
Don't move off the mark, please. Touch. Hold. Engage.
Fijian put in. No, they will have to try and get a quick heel, and they do so, and look to counter-attack. And for once the counter-attack works, and the Fijians are away. Support play needed, and here it comes. Laid off again. The Tonga defence is for the first time stretched. Any opportunity here? Great running, great lines of running. This is fantastic from the Fijians through several pairs of hands, and the touchdown comes from Kalu. The lock touched it twice. That is Fijian rugby at its best. From one end of the field of play to the other. And Sekou Kalu goes over for his first try of the Pacific Nations Cup. And it's Fiji's first try of the 2011 tournament as well. All started deep in defence by Ganeva. He waited for support. It came in the shape of Leone and Nakarawa. Nakawara then getting it out wide and charging forward once again, flicked back inside. That's the first time that Lalok touched the ball, and then he was there in support to collect it. And Sekou Kalu going over the line to give Fiji a glimmer of hope here. It is nothing more than a glimmer, though. Restart from Kirkmarath. Is this going to be the scene of another famous Fijian comeback? They had the ball in hand. This is where they started that move just moments ago that resulted in a try. Knocked forward, though. And the Tongans get it back under control. Fired out wide, but forward. Wasted opportunity, that one. We will have the scrummage. A little bit of composure needed here from the Tongans. Surely the Fijians can't post a comeback in the same sort of vein as they produced against the Welsh in the 2007 World Cup, and very nearly against the South Africans.